Tier 2 game of Pizza Planet Deep Dish versus Tater Bots. I am your host for tonight, Sebi, and joining me we have Gibber16.
Good evening, everybody.
So it's a quite fun way to start things off. We had Pizza Planet from last season get quite far. I believe they finished like 3rd or 4th in the playoffs. So quite a scary team. Taters did have a weaker sort of season last season, but we have seen quite a few pickups from their old T1 team. So maybe that's the sort of secret recipe they need.
Yeah, both of these teams have done a really, from the looks of it, strong job of rebuilding here in the off season. As you said, Tater's kind of combining a little bit of their old T1, T2 team, but also a few new members, I think. I know Kuro was on, I want to say their T3 team last season. We didn't really see much play from Kuro because she had some shoddy internet there, which I know she's going to love that comment about.
Right. We all remember that.
But onto the game. Onto the game. So Taters, it looks like, will be running a Rein Zarya along with the Soldier, Reaper, and the Moira Lucio.
Yeah, it looks like Pizza Planet will also be going for the Rein Zarya. They've got quite a brawly comp with the Mei and Reaper here. And it looks like they are going to take the first point here quite aggressively. Nerdy already with a shatter, so miles ahead of bullet dodgers here with only 10% ult.
I was going to say we have a little bit of a mini grudge match here because Neutral Jarl and Wedzybot both known Taters from last season. So kind of interesting to see them playing their old team.
I wonder if Nerdy is going to assert the dominance here. That Mei will almost put Nerdy on the other side there, though Bullet was caught out of position. And it looks like no ults. Oh, that being said, an ult is used already.
I do like the quick switch that we saw on the side of Taters. Aiden dropped the Soldier and went straight to their own Mei to kind of combat this brawl back here, so we do have mirror comps now.
It's crazy to see though. Pizza Planet have already used 1-0 and they've already got Haruru here, which I assume is going to use a Koa pretty soon here. Maka using her own Koa as well. Here we go, the battle of the coalescences.
What we want to see here from Taters at the moment is them kind of baiting out as many of these ults as they can while keeping themselves up and alive if possible. Unfortunately, Caster Curse is there a little bit with that combination that we saw.
A nice grab there from Psycho as well. Was able to find, I believe that was 4 on the team, and just to sort of seal the deal with that team fight. Taters were able to just about touch point there, but so far with the aggression and the ults on the side of Pizza Planet, they're really not having a lot of luck.
Yeah, and Pizza Planet have 4 ults coming online, while Taters have 5 in their own response, but some of these ults can be built quickly on both sides.
Do you see a couple of ults coming out now? Both DPS ults from Pizza Planet. Unfortunately, Joker wasn't able to capitalize, but Jarl with a big freeze. And it's looking like Pizza Planet here are going to quite convincingly take point 1.
Yeah, they were able to take out Kuro there at the end, because I think Kuro was just trying to lurk around in that low room there, hoping to touch last point. Or last second on the point.
Yeah, I think the aggression at the very beginning really just helped Pizza Planet out. Just getting that shatter almost instantly from that first fight. Sort of just snowballed in their favour there. I am liking the mirror comps though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if both of these teams keep with the mirror comp, because this is a really good long-range sort of map. We do see Aiden switch to that Soldier, and we see Neutral Jarl on the side of Pizza Planet already on the Tracer. So, curious to see if we're going to get like a hybrid dive from Pizza Planet, and what kind of comp we're getting from Taters. But
yeah, we all know Jarl was pretty dirty on the Tracer here. Aiden as well on the Soldier. Pretty good map for Soldier, along with the buffs that he's received.
Last minute switch from Polish to the Ashe, so it looks like they're going for more distance DPS here, which Jarl can take advantage of if he's able to kind of just test her.
Polish is struggling in the back with the Tracer, is able to get out though, and Nerdy taking out his counterpart. That being said, both Reins are now out of the fight due to Aiden.
Pizza Planet has a very good target focus here. I just watched Jarl, Wegsy, and Psycho sort of collapse there on Polish. They were able to kind of separate Polish out and get him low, so everyone sort of focused in, but you know, Tater's really settling in here, trying to not let point get capped and pushing very strongly together.
Oh, a nice post bomb there from Yarrow just to seal the deal and take out who's that? No, or Bullet, sorry, excuse me. The Psycho putting in a lot of work right now with a triple kill.
High charge Zarya, very scary thing to see on your face.
High charge Zarya with a grab is an even scarier thing.
So we did see one ult come online there from, or was it two? Nope, just, I think it was two. We saw two ults there online from Pizza Planet, and I think only one on the side of Taters. Polish switching to their own Tracer to kind of combat back a little bit here.
Now, Pizza Planet did use the grab and the shatter. I want to say the shatter may have not been needed there, but I mean, nonetheless, it is a guaranteed team fight win. They do have a couple of more ults being brought up to the next fight, but that being said, Tater's also coming with 3, maybe 4 ults.
Seeing one of those ults would have been really nice for Joker to have this combo coming up, because we see Joker kind of waiting in the back lines, trying to build up the rest of this Reaper ult here, but he's going to have to wait for shield to be down, and probably for friendly and self bubble to be used on the Zarya.
And Yarrow here just doing a lot of work. It seems like Taters just aren't turning around for him, and by the time they do, he's already taken out 1 or 2 people.
So just kind of waiting to see. It's very much a push game right now, kind of. Tater's trying to see what direction, rotation they want to take. Good rotation to take the top there and take as much, as little damage as possible. I like seeing Polish on the McCree now to kind of deal with both the Reaper and Jarl, hopefully.
Yeah, and it has yielded results as he is able to take out Joker here. Beat does come out from Wegsy. Quite a few ults. Seeing as though this is a sort of last fight territory.
Nice counter beat there from Kuro, though. It looks like we're going to get a lot of ults here from Taters as they try and take this point, and they can just finish up these stragglers then, and they already got it.
Yeah, they did use a couple of ults there. Fortunately, Pizza Planet also used quite a few in vain, to say the least. They've only got Joker's ult to work with coming into this next fight. I don't know how they're going to deal with it. I would like to see maybe a grab followed by a high noon. Let's see how that works, unless Yarrow has something to say about that. Speaking of Yarrow, what's he up to? And of course, the second I look at someone, I miss out on the grab.
It was a really nice grab from Chick. The team did try to push in as aggressively as possible, but they really, you can't lose anybody in this fight. So definitely like that they sort of backed out here and they're playing this way now. Amazing stun there from Polish, able to kind of minimize the amount of damage that Joker did to the team.
Oh, and unfortunately, was that Maka? Wasn't able to touch with the Koa?
Yes, I think so.
Quite a solid start there for Pizza Planet.
It was a really good, strong push for Pizza Planet, but I do like that Taters never gave up on that. They kept coming at it. They tried their different rotations, and something I think that is really always impressive to see for me is that they made very quick character changes. We saw on map 1, Aiden went from the soldier to their own Mei. We saw Polish on this map changing from the Ashe to a Tracer when they realized they weren't getting utilization on the Tracer. They went to McCree instead. So you can tell that the game sense is there, definitely, for Taters. Just it's a matter of really being able to kind of push into this fight together and getting those picks.
Yeah, I think Tater's done a really good job in being able to flip the point, especially when the odds were against their favour. I think Pizza Planet used both tank ults and maybe 1 or 2 more other ults, and unfortunately it wasn't enough for them to hold the point. So yeah, Tater's definitely got potential here.
Just to give an update, we do have another game going tonight. We have Throwing for Content, who are formerly known as Innate Management versus Spellbound. Right now, that game is 2-0 for Throwing for Content.
Throwing for Content being the runner-ups from last season as well, so they're definitely going to bring a lot of heat to the table.
I can agree with that. I'm going to run downstairs and grab a water real quick, so you guys are going to get left solo with Sebi just for a couple of minutes, but I promise I'll be right back.
Oh god, could you imagine me on my own? How's the weather, everyone? Now, just hoping to get a few swaps here from both teams. Korean, I believe, is... I know Korean's played for both teams in the past, so I am so confused as to what team he's on. But while we do that, let's get some swaps in. Bullet ship. Push and 0. Zero, as we all know, kind of scary Junkrat. He used to just come into shot out of nowhere and get a 3k tire, as some of you may remember from last season. And that is that. Take blue. Okay, so we got Wegsy swapping off and coming onto the tank. I assume he may be playing the Zarya here. Obviously known for his Zarya plays, so that'll be a fun watch. Korean in. Yarl and Strawberry as well. A solid, I believe Strawberry is the coach for Pizza Planet, but can also play in this tier. Chat, what do you guys think after map 1? Do you think it's pretty cut and dry there, or do you think Taters have a chance?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to chat. Is your name
Okay,
chat?
I just walked back and I was like, I hope he realizes I'm not back yet, but we have a, or I want to see a hashtag Trader Tater going on. We've got one going on right now, but you know.
Flicker is a pizza
Huntail,
trader.
which one are you talking about?
Now, we just need a ready from Pizza Planet, and we should be good to go. Taters always have a chance, Tater way. I agree with that. I think they've definitely got a lot that they haven't shown us just yet.
Jess, I say hello back to you. I can also see Twitch chat here. Got to get some Dead by Daylight in sometime soon.
We are Twitch savvy, I guess, is the best way to say it. Now,
I
how do
love
I
seeing the
cast?
support here from former both Pizza Planet and Taters. I know both of these orgs have really good core people and always very sportsmanlike, very friendly. You know, I know we're seeing people on other teams all over those different things, and we're making those jokes about the traitor comments, but nothing but love, I think, between all of these players here. Of course, we want to see our teams win. I personally have huge love for Zero for helping out last season and helping us get that championship.
I did actually just
I
mention him
definitely,
and his
I was gonna say I definitely got a little love for Zero here.
and his junk tires just coming into shot and getting a 3k.
Kale says wrong. Kale is just in it to win it. So Kale's just potatoes tonight.
Just for Taters. Gotta love the Tater love
Okay.
tonight. Now, I believe Pizza Planet will be defending first. I always get this wrong. Hey, there we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it looks like we will be going with the Ryan Zarya double sniper comp this time around. That will definitely be quite fun. I know Yaro's really good on the Ashe. Korean Wannabe, not really seen much of his Hanzo gameplay as of recently, so hopefully he can impress us there. We've also
Yeah,
got Ruru on the... Oh no, okay. Triple sniper then, I guess.
as Flicker said, we do normally see Korean kind of on Tracer in the back line, so we did see a really strong performance last map from Neutral Yarl, so I'm very, if Korean does switch, interested to see that. But from the side of Taters, it looks like we're getting kind of a same comp lineup here. We're going to go with that Ryan Zarya double sniper here. Zero on that Hanzo, who he does play that very well. Polish on the Widow. And then we have Maka and Kuro on the Mercy and Moira respectively.
Yeah, from the way it looks like, it seems like Grab Dragon is going to be the go-to. Since we don't have any defensive ults from either teams, it's going to pretty much be a fight winner there.
If Ruru can get some good antis here on teams, then that will be a key difference, I think. We have a trade that just happened there. Strawberry does use that res. Other support does go down, though.
Now, Taters are able to touch point here quite convincingly, and Zero is popping off right now, able to find both Nerdy and Neutral Yarl.
Yeah, I want to see this Mercy get taken out, or the Zarya. For me, I'm not too sure on which one kind of is more important there, because that Mercy can keep a Zarya up, but you never want to let a Zarya get too charged.
And Zero just showing us what he's made of, not just known for his Junkrat, but definitely a bunch of other heroes.
Chip pushing up a little bit here to try and keep that charge up, get a couple of shots in if possible. Rotating back to the team though.
I'm liking the spot from Zero. Polish able to take out Yarl though.
Yet
The
again.
res is there from Strawberry.
One thing Taters are doing is getting early picks, forcing this res out, and then they kind of collapse upon the team that way. Sight's already happening here on the side of Pizza Planet though.
And we are pretty close to that Grab Dragon. The only thing Chip needs to worry about is Wegsy eating it.
I like that switch from Wegsy though. That's their kind of sort of counter to the defensive ult here.
Okay, it looks like Korean went with the Dragons first. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Zarya to combo with anymore, but early Dragons did actually win that team fight.
Sort of split the team a little bit there, not too much, but they did get caught there between that and then Nerdy, who did get the nano there from Ruru. And Ruru are already 25% back to that X1. A lot of ults here on the side of Taters, so just want to see them combo these and push in here.
Yeah, Taters only need that Grab Dragon to realistically push it quite a fair distance.
Nation, nice to see you in the chat.
But as a defending team, I would try getting my ults out quicker and possibly take off so much more time from the team fight. I know Nerdy is looking to use this ult right now.
Yeah, I think they're definitely looking also to get Wegsy out of this. I was going to say not able to get Wegsy, but able to take both tanks down now at this point for Tater, so...
Yeah, that's quite big. Unfortunately, the rest of the team will have to back up. And it's going to be very difficult for them to touch last second here. It is possible, but... That being said, Bob is being sent out by Yarrow here, and Korean with the first pick. Make that a double, taking out both Polish and Maka.
Good block there from Bullet.
Unfortunate miss there from Bullet, though. Just as he's done something amazing here.
Might be a fight that Taters want to back out of, kind of wait for the rest of their team to come back to now.
Yeah, that was quite a big bob there from Yarrow, able to touch the very last second and to save the point.
Yeah, it definitely gave some time for Pizza Planet to allow their tags to come back, especially with that short spawn.
Ooh, and a nice headshot there from Polish.
And I don't think we have a res just yet from Strawberry because they did use it recently, so it's probably close to coming online, but not quite there yet.
But you could see that Polish was camping that body there as well, so it definitely would not have been the smartest move.
I like the ult from Maka just to kind of enable the team with some damage here to kind of keep pushing in aggressively.
It's looking like picks are in favor of Pizza Planet right now. Though Wegsy has lost his mech, this is going to be difficult for him to get back in the heat of the moment.
Tater's turned that right around just as quickly though, even though it seemed favorable to Pizza Planet. They were able to really focus in on who they needed to.
Yeah, Zero and Kuro definitely popping off on the top right there. Kuro known for her DPS Moira, of course. Gotta love that DPS Moira, right?
If it works, it works.
Let's follow young Kuro here. We do have Coalescence online. Though that being said, actually, I do want to watch this possible grab dragon from the
Second
Taters.
score is 1-0 Pizza Planet right now. But Taters are moving just as impressively and aggressively here.
Oh, unfortunately, Nerdy wasn't able to get the shatter off and take out Zero. But quite a big grab dragon, able to get 3.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Zero was able to get 3, so they're definitely still... It's still a fight to kind of keep presence in at the moment.
Can Zero get the kill onto Yarrow? Unfortunately not. Though Nerdy was doing a good job there. Was able to take out 2, I believe, in that fight.
I like the use of Bob that we see from Jarl. He's building it up very quickly and using it constantly, at least to contest payload a little bit so it doesn't continue to move.
I am liking this dragon here from Korean, able to split the Reinhardt from the rest of his team. Oh, scary Res, you definitely don't want to do that in front of a Hanzo. And Maka paid for that with her life. Both Hanzo's popping off here, but Korean is the alpha this time around. Able to take out his counterpart there.
But we did see Zero take out Jarl just before that, and then again we saw Charbray have to use that res to bring Jarl back into the fight.
Now I can see Wegsy getting ready for his ult. Bullet's shield is incredibly low right now. He's got to be careful with this bomb coming up. Huge! That's a massive bomb there from Wegsy. I guess we've seen play of the game now. Really smart to sort of wait for that bomb and wait until Bullet's shield is incredibly low.
I like the what's the word I want? I was gonna say placement here. That both of the supports on Pizza Planet are taking. They're very protective, but watching their angles while keeping their team healed here.
We do see quite a few ults coming online now. Bullet needs to be careful with his shield. Nerdy currently winning the shield war right now. He needs to pop this ult. Oh, a nice bubble there, and a block from both the Rhine and Chipmunk as well. Nice res there from Maka, able to bring Rhine back into the fight right now.
Watching Chip, really good focus here from Chip with his high charge, able to burn down Strawberry before they're able to get the res off on payload to allow the team to keep pushing forward here. And they have Grav online, just gotta watch Wegsy for the, or I'm sorry, no, yeah, Wegsy for the DM before they throw this Grav out.
But this Diva is away from her team, and that is quite a nice grab there. Able to take out Korean and possibly Ruru there as well. Chipmunk getting 2 from that grab. Unfortunately, Taters are able to take it all the way, albeit with no time left. Why can't you do that when he plays comp with me? I don't know. That's a rare occurrence there from Wegsy.
Wegsy likes to throw everybody's comp games. Come on, that's a well-known thing. And then quick update on the other game. Throwing for Content are the winners. They are doing map 4, but they drew map 3, so right now it is a 2-0-1.
Ooh, that looks like that's pretty much game then, right?
It is game.
Yeah.
But map differentials make a big difference.
They do. People think it's not really a big deal, but towards the end of the league, they actually make a massive difference.
So it looks like this time on the side of attack from Pizza Planet, we're going to be possibly getting a Rein Zarya, a Tracer Bastion attack, along with a Ana Mercy. So.
Okay, and Tater's here switching things up a little bit. They are going to swap to the Torb instead of the double sniper this time around, but they do have the Bat Mercy along with the typical Rein Zarya.
You have a second. It looks like Sheeny did join, and will.
They are
Pizza
Planet,
yep.
Right? Yep.
Yep. So I like seeing this low rotation from Pizza Planet. Again, keep themselves protected from as much damage as possible. Zero on a Torb, which I don't think I've seen in quite some time.
I'm following Yara right now. Just trying to annoy them in the back. Maybe make some space for the rest of the team to pull up.
I like the defensive support here from Kuro, hoping to sort of be able to save teams from either the Dragon and or now from this Pulse Bomb.
Oh, and Yarrow is able to take out bullet dodges. That's a big pick right now. Unfortunately, Maka is in no position to res as well.
Massive burn there from Polish, almost at this Bob, which they will be able to kind of throw on point if necessary. But Polish really cleaning up here and getting a lot of work done.
Yeah, it looks like Polish was able to almost single-handedly bring that back.
Just
along with Maka there on the damage boost.
I was going to say, just supports in tank here on the point, and they were able to kind of slowly stagger those last three, so Pizza Planet are going to have to wait another, couple of seconds here before they can push in as a team now.
The Pizza Planet here, they do have the Grav Dragon combo, or even the Grav Pulse combo available. Whatever sort of floats their boats. Unfortunately, Taters don't really have much. Maybe Torb with the Grav. Fortunately, Nerdy Shield was able to block a lot of that Molten Core into one single spot. So that's quite a massive grab there from Chipmunk.
That was a nice response from Ruru, because we did see Bullet trying to push in aggressively there, but they had to back out because of being purpled and very low.
Questionable grab there. I think the team fight was one for Pizza Planet, but I guess you can't really see that from if you're, within that team fight. We have the luxury of being able to watch at a bird's eye view.
Though, to be fair, Wegsy is building up that ult pretty quickly and doing a good job of staying pretty high charged on the Zarya, so
yeah, he is,
maybe
a quarter of his way.
The way his team pushes aggressively and kind of helps him back out of these fights, he is able to kind of build this.
Can Polish get this headshot?
I was going to say, I really like the use of Bob to kind of just do a little bit of extra damage and kind of back Pizza Planet off, especially in this choke. You don't really want to let the payload get too far around this corner, and they're doing a good job with their time bank right now on defending here.
Now that's a scary nanogrind. Oh, and we do see, quite a nice actually dragons from the way the team was backing off there.
I will say I do compliment Taters on playing that far up and that aggressively, because it does give you enough time to kind of come back into this fight for another contestation. And they do have, 3 ults online here in comparison to the, let's say, the 2 ults, but, 3 ults coming online.
Unfortunately, Zero wasn't able to touch in time. Now, I wonder if they're going to be aggressive enough to take out these sort of staggers and clean up kills. No, it looks like Taters are able to sort of get out, and they will be able to get a full regroup coming into this corner fight. Oh, and the Tater is taken out by Korean there. Big immort field from Kura.
But they took out that immort quickly along with that anti-nade from Rue again.
Now this is the sort of aggression that I like from the tanks of Pizza Planet. That being said though, Taters are going to come into this fight with 5 ults. Looks like all they really need is a grab dragon, since Pizza Planet won't really have any defensive ult.
That Rhine shield is almost down from Bullet. Just as you say it, you get what you wish for.
Yeah, quite a nice grab. They're able to find 3 in that. Chipmunk and Polish really working like clockwork here with their ults. That being said though, we may see another dragon for this next fight. Pizza Planet still have, 2 minutes to take this all the way, which is definitely doable. All it takes is 1 fight win. And a nanoed Reinhardt like that can definitely do it as well. But I'm liking how Taters are just sort of kiting back and basically made that nano useless there.
Yeah, Bullet got really low, but the Tater healers did a very good job of keeping Bullet up. And even though Bullet was low, was doing a really good job with the shield, trying to keep it up as much as possible. But
and a big
really
slam there
nice.
from Nerdy.
Yeah, I was gonna say nice slam there from Nerdy.
It seems like Pizza Planet do a really good job on waiting for the enemy shield to break and then use their ults. So we saw that from Wegsy, and now we've seen that from Nerdy a few times. I think Taters definitely need to be more careful with how, what's the word I'm looking for, how they sort of use their shield.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. There's just a lot of damage sort of incoming on the shield between both the DPSs there, so it can definitely be a little bit hard to kind of maintain when to keep the shield up and when to keep the shield present, especially because Nerdy does play so aggressively. So Nerdy is looking for that prime opportunity for when the shield goes down, and we just saw there on last point really capitalizes upon it when it needs to happen.
Right. Definitely doesn't help when the DPS are also very spammy and just do a lot of damage in general to the shield. Just makes it that much more difficult to, have any health left.
Do you think that means we need to see maybe a double shield on the side of Taters, or?
I wouldn't necessarily say a double shield is needed. I think they just need to focus the enemy shield a little bit more. I feel like if Taters can win the shield war, then they can definitely win a few more fights.
So it looks like for this third attack, or this third go around, we're getting mirror comps except for the healers. We're on the side of Pizza Planet getting in Ana Mercy, and on the side of Taters getting the Mercy Lucio.
Now let's see, from Pizza Planet we do have the double snipers again. Are they going to be able to make any magic happen? They do only need to hold this for, sub 1 minute now. The Battle of the Ashes, you gotta love it.
I think we can see it happen from Taters with these early picks, because Taters did a really good job of holding this point initially in the beginning.
Punish doing a good job taking out Yarrow there. Unfortunately, the res was available from Strawberry. Though Zero here popping off, getting 2. And that's going to have to just force Pizza Planet to back out here.
I
Now,
mean,
only
they're
30 seconds left. This is going to be tough for them.
Pizza Planet trying to back out as much as possible, but Tater's really to basically that choke point in the beginning, fighting down to get those last kills, and we did see them get one of them there.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job trying to get these sort of staggers at the very last second. We do see Korean swap onto the Tracer though, so it looks like he will be able to touch.
It's just a matter of whose ults come online first in this fight, I think.
And we do see dragons, unfortunately no one can touch.
Dragons, I was going to say dragons do separate that right point, so we do get a draw on map 2, which possible, as we have just seen, but nice blank screen, Blizzard. We appreciate you. No one won, apparently, Blizzard World won tonight. But Taters did a really good job of kind of keeping the team split and separated there. I know it's never ideal to draw on map 2, but you know what? I can see Taters coming in just as strong here on map 3, so I'm quite impressed by the holds that they did there defensively.
Wegsy there, it looked like he was freaking out when he got the 5k. I would feel the same, to be honest with you. So I want to say map 1 was definitely one-sided, more so in favour for Pizza Planet, and even though Pizza Planet did have a little more time on the clock, definitely shows that Tater bots can bring this back.
I would say only one-sided in the way that Pizza Planet just kind of rolled out with a better comp, basically. And that's really just what worked for them, was that Brawl definitely did its job that they were looking for. Whereas Taters are just really settling into, you know, their characters, their roles, and playing cohesively as a team here. Definitely trying to kind of split everybody.
Now, let me just swap some things over. And that looks about right. A real diva player would have gotten a 6k. Polish in match chat 2 there. He's not wrong though, to be fair. Now let's see, Nerdy and Psycho. Extra sass coming in for the first time, I believe. Ruru and Wegsy.
I do want to give a small shout out here. Right before the game started, Pizza Planet did pick up on a small discrepancy on lineup rosters for Taters. Taters were potentially, they caught it before we did because we were triple checking, but they just happened to catch it. Taters were initially going to be over on their lineup there, which would have caused an illegal lineup for map 1, and Pizza Planet were really good sports and kind of pointed it out. You know, like to see that sort of
Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. Yeah, but I keep saying that. We like to see that between teams where, you know, you want to be playing the best of the best. You want to play games. You don't want to win by forfeits or by anything like that. So I really do commend the captain on Pizza Planet, Psycho, for pointing that out so that Taters could fix that issue.
Yeah, definitely good sportsmanship. We don't necessarily see it all the time in the league, so when it does sort of pop up, it is nice to see. The score is
It can
one
also
zero
just be
one there.
it can also just be a hard thing to catch sometimes. So, we appreciate teams helping us out with those situations there because we are doing our best to catch them. When new seasons come around, though, it can be a little bit tricky since we do allow those 2-week grace periods on the placements. So,
Now, just waiting on the swaps from Taters, and hopefully we should be good to go. Okay. Both readies, and let's start.
what do you want to see on this map? I want to see 6 healers.
Six
Totally
healers.
possible with how we run our league.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing a Bastion here. I know Pizza Planet. I know Pizza Planet well enough to know that they could run that Bastion for defense. Maybe a Torb or a Pharah. Definitely did enjoy watching the double snipers from the teams though, so I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of those. How about you?
I'd really like to see an aggressive dive, honestly. I know Pizza Planet do love, or, well, last season Pizza Planet loved their sim strats, so I would not be shocked if we saw a sim from them when they're on attack, but I feel like a dive could do a little bit of work. Wegsy was doing a really good job, even though Wegsy is, I was going to say, no longer on tank, but Wegsy was doing a good job on tank. It looks like Pizza Planet are going to be running Orion Zarya, Moira Lucio, and Junkrat Ashe, though.
Yeah, it looks like Taterbots are going to be running the same tank lineup. They are going to have the Mercy Lucio this time around. Unfortunately, Zero is caught out by extra sass, trying to be a little too sneaky there. But hopefully Polish can make up for that lack of DPS right now.
Sass being real sassy with that first pick.
Oh, and Joker is able to take out his counterpart, so now we are going to have a team of Taters with no DPS here.
I like this rotation, though, again, from Pizza Planet there to go top left. Normally you just see a kind of straight to point, which they did effectively end up straight to point, but, they took a 2-second kind of side route there.
Interesting Koa.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about that one, but you know what? If to build it that quickly into the fight, I do give some props on that. Hopefully they can build it back just as quickly.
Yeah, it is a coalescence at the end of the day, so realistically, if you're doing what you need to as a Moira, you'll get it back pretty quickly.
It will be very unfortunate if that Koa could make the difference in this next fight.
Yeah, it looks like that Koa would have definitely been useful though, seeing as though Taters only are going to have the Valk. Is it Valk? That's the Mercy ult? I can't remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking Guardian Angel for 1 second.
That we saw. So Pizza Planet, that would have been an ult for them. It would have been an ult for Pizza Planet to engage with here. And they could have used that ult to kind of help build up extra sass and to help build up Joker's ults here. Because Joker is now... Okay, Joker gets... I'm sorry, Polish gets a quick pick here onto sass. But pause. And there is the Wegsy internet that we all know and love and we were looking for in chat, guys. What I was going to say is Joker now has to combat against both Maka and Zero on this Pharah Mercy, along with if Maka has the right angles on Polish, we'll be able to drop onto Polish and get the damage boost there. So Zero really has, 2 different DPSs that they have to kind of focus down while Sass works on these shields. This pause, unfortunate because now they're losing. Pizza Planet is losing a huge ult that they kind of needed here.
Yeah, what was Wegsy on?
On Lucio, I want to say, and they were almost like a little bit. I want to say he was somewhere between 60 to 70 to beat. He was quite up there with the rest of the high end of the team, but kind of does give Pizza Planet the chance to take a look at this and decide, do they want to switch their comps up at all now? Sass does almost have that tire. Could be really useful. Sometimes you want to keep that. But at the same time, sometimes it's really beneficial to kind of give up an ult like that and change to what is going to be best for the team.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sass here is going to definitely have a difficult time. They do have Zero on the Pharah, so realistically it's only Joker's job right now, but if Joker's dealing with, you know, Polish on the Ashe, he can't really, it's going to be very difficult for him to do what he needs to do, and Zero's definitely going to seem to have a easier time, to say the least.
So I'm just giving some updates to chat because chat was wondering who you were because your voice sounded familiar. And as I was explaining, it is you, Sebi, but
It is me.
You and Harv apparently have very similar voices, so that's always be confusing. And then
Yeah,
KD is asking for score.
could you imagine me and Harv doing a stream together?
We gotta make it happen, chat. We gotta get this. Gotta get the Brit and the Australian together at some point if we can ever line their time zones up. But to answer Katie, Pizza Planet 1, map 1, and then we just drew map 2. So.
Yeah, score is 101 in favor of Pizza Planet right now.
Nation can tell the difference.
And we've got both readies.
Do you think we need to see some kind of switch here? Or do you want to see this Junkrat tire play out?
I do want to see this Junkrat tire. We don't, unfortunately. Kuro's 50% to her ult, so could be quite a big tire.
Smart change from Wegsy off the Lucio onto the Mercy to damage boost back in response. So I do like the obviously not tactical disconnect, but you know, the change from the disconnect at least.
And I know earlier we were talking about Ruru and the coalescence, but I mean, look at where she is right now. 80%, you know, she's going to pretty much have Koa by the end of this fight.
Yeah,
Zero coming out of nowhere there.
They could definitely be right back up there, but good, I guess in a way, you know, Zero really just popped off there on the Pharah and could have baited out that coalescence either way, so it was maybe a misclick on that first point, but it hasn't harmed them at the moment.
What, from Zero using his ult, or?
For Ruru using the ult on first point.
Right. I mean, even if they did have coalescence coming into this last fight, I doubt they would have used it immediately. So now that they've got it again, it's like nothing ever happened.
Okay, apparently now you sound like Eldrick, because that's the consensus we have in chat.
Us British and Australian people all sound the same, I guess.
I was told we just need Daddy here in chat, and then we have an ARC party going on.
Oh, here comes a tire. Is it going to be big enough? Kura doesn't have ult yet. Oh, a huge bubble there from Chipmunk.
Bob, I think Joker was hoping to get Bob on point to start kind of tapping there a little bit, but Bob is just a little, unfortunately, short, did not make it up those stairs. He kind of missed that day for himself.
I would have liked to see Bullet Dodgers use his ult before, and god damn it, Wugsy.
That will be the second pause there on the side of Pizza Planet. They are allowed a third pause. I think we did up to 3 pauses. I can check policies real quick if we
If you could, yeah, that would be great.
I am pretty sure we did, due to last season PSN chats being such a hassle and the bugs and all of those things. I do think we did up it to 3. Legsy, man.
That McDonald's Wi-Fi though.
Control F. Pause. Three pauses. Yep, each team will get 3 3-minute pauses.
3 minute? Okay, so
I thought we changed that to 5 minutes. Maybe that's an issue, but I think we've been operating on 5 minutes. Let me just triple check that. Double Agent Wegsy, double crossing people with PP to DCs. Yeah.
KO is definitely on the right track there. Wakely wants to be like me so bad with this potato internet. Oh god. Remind me to never play a game with Valyrian Steel.
Let's hope my computer doesn't die while I'm doing this. Whoa! Okay, that's why we have phones, right?
Your internet
If
died? Or your
anyone,
computer died?
my computer died. In case anyone would like to rib me for a little bit, none of my phones, my anythings, are ever charged. So
Oh, speaking of which, I should charge my phone.
it's quite funny that you can get a hold of me as often as you can.
We'll start at 5 minutes past. Wait, is Wexy? No, Wexy isn't back. I thought for a second he was.
The final update on the other game, the score was 3-0-1 for throwing for content.
Okay, quite a solid win there. Though Spellbound were able to get a draw out of, the runner-ups, so for a first game of a league, I'd say that's pretty good.
Let's find that computer charger. Which will happen just in time for, last map, basically.
Last map, just in time for Wegsy's third pause. And DC, it looks like.
I personally can say I hope that does not happen because I would like to see them be able to play this out with
Yeah,
a
definitely.
full team here. I'm sure both teams could agree to that. They would like to see it, but rules are rules.
I think Wegsy's back now, right? Let me... Okay.
Is he in Bobby?
Yeah, he is. Just waiting on the ready from the Taters.
Chat, I'm coming back to you. Just give me a second.
The sass. Very sassy.
Me?
No, me. Now, fortunately, with these DCs, Taters are going to be able to knock off quite a lot of time. I believe Pizza Planet had just under 5 minutes originally.
Yes.
And it's coming down to, 2.5 minutes.
Does
Polish, they're doing a really nice job.
Profanity. Sevi is a pure bean.
I am
my,
a pure
you
man.
guys do not know this man.
I am very pure. What do you mean? Let's follow Psycho Mantis and let's see what he's up to now.
I was going to say I really like that Pizza Planet are still trying to take this same rotation. They did take Zero out of this fight, which is very good for them, but a lot of ults on the side here.
Ooh, I like that. But it did try to go for the shot. Unfortunately, Nerdy was bubbled by Psycho.
But Zero just denied that push.
Yeah, the one thing about that top right rotation is you definitely don't want to go there if, you know, the enemy team has a spammy sort of hero like a Junkrat, but...
Yep. But that was a... I do still like that push from Pizza Planet because they did have 2 early picks. Just they were kind of caught out in that grab there at first initially. Oh no, not grab. I'm sorry. They were kind of caught out there, just trying to push through. And even though they did get that hammer down, Zero was able to kind of just follow up on that.
Looks like we are seeing a change in rotation here. Oh, but Zero, even against 2 hit scan, is doing a lot of work right now. Nice res from Wegsy though. And that means the push can go on. Zero here just doing a ton of work right now. Joker is able to take out Kuro, but is rezzed from Maka. Let's follow Wegsy before his internet dies again.
Oh, don't cast a curse the man.
Now coming into the last 30 seconds, this is going to pretty much be the final fight, and a big grab there from Chipmunk, followed up by Zero's ult. Zero getting barrage incredibly quickly there. Unfortunately is taken out by his own barrage, but the res will be there from Maka. And Polish just having a good time, throwing bomb onto point. Psycho not able to touch, and even if he were to, it would have been difficult with Bob and Polish just hitting him like a truck. Dang, another barrage already. Yeah, I think Zero was definitely having a lot of fun and building up his ult there when Pizza Planet were going through the top right rotation. Just made it so much easier to get that splash damage off and build up his ult. Now what am I doing? Quite a solid hold for Tater is definitely what they need to turn this around. It is definitely possible for them to still, you know, have the reverse sweep and win this. We do see some changes though. Pizza Planet are going to go for the double shield. Haven't seen that one in a while, though I did see tier 3 playing that for a few maps. They've got the spam with the Junkrat and the Ashe, along with Mercy and Ana. One thing I've noticed is they're not really running a lot of Lucio or Zen, or even Bap. I don't know if they're meta, because I haven't really been playing this game in ages, but it's quite interesting to see that that's sort of the weakness of this comp from Pizza Planet.
I think Zero has realized that this Pharah gets a lot of utilization here, so I'm not surprised to see Zero again. But I do like the double shield sort of counter here to try and control the spam. Glad to also see Polish on the Hanzo though to help kind of eat away at that.
Now I'm liking this rotation, taking it all the way around. I believe we saw this last week, didn't we, in tier 3?
Mm-hmm. From Pizza.
Ooh, but Joker is able to take out Zero. Will the res be there? Looks like it is, so as long as Taters take this a little slow and wait for Zero back in the fight, then it should be all okay.
I
Zero
was gonna
is
say
able
I
to
do
take
like
out.
that even though Zero doesn't have the pocket right at that moment, they were still going for an off angle there while the rest of Taters were pushing in at a different location.
Ooh, Bullet is incredibly low right now. He needs to be careful with this Orisa just shooting him down. And
You
now he
see Kuro go
wants
down.
blood right now. Kuro has gone down, but the res is there. Maka getting some really nice reses, just keeping the team fight alive for their team.
Personally, I would really like to see a Valkyr from Maka to kind of push in aggressively, help build the rest of the ult here on Taters, and really hope to get somebody out.
Are we going to see a grab here from Chipmunk? Or are we going to wait until we see a grab dragon, maybe? Oh, unfortunately, Kura is taken out by the tire from Sass.
Question is Maka close to Res again, or no?
Punish needs to watch out. He doesn't want to die, especially when the grab dragon combo is available.
Kuro can get back into this very quickly if necessary.
Oh, that was really lucky. Able to get Psycho Mantis in the grab as he done his... What is his ult called? Graviton Flux, right? Jesus. I need to...
I think from Zero there, so on the side of Taters, we saw a little too many ults. I appreciate the ult from Zero, but I don't think it was quite necessary. Again, it might be another situation that we saw last, last push where ult gets built up very quickly, but it could also have been utilized for this fight for pushing in very aggressively. So.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But again, it might just be... okay, I thought
No,
I had to
fine.
pause there.
Nope.
I was going to scream at Wegsy this time, but yeah, I think Zero is pretty much the same in Ruru in that same aspect of getting his ult incredibly quickly, and I won't be surprised if we see another barrage within, 45 seconds. Now, Polish there, able to take out Joker, is just going to make Zero a little, well, as I say that, Zero was taken out by Sass, though the res is there, and he is able to go again. Tater's doing a really good job right now.
Oh, and Bob, unfortunately, below point, off point, so Taters do not need to worry about that. Just need to worry about, these last couple of people on point.
Damn,
Guys,
game one was definitely very
seeing
convincing, but Tater's bringing it back now.
Map 4, this is, I think, from what I can recall, one of the first times in the season where map 2 was drawn and map 3 was won, so it's a 1-1-1. And map 4 is important still, but not because of this Hanamura map or, anything like that. It's important because just the teams are coming back here.
I think if Zero looked slightly to the left there, he would have killed himself with that ult, so good job there from Zero. But yeah, definitely fun. It looks like it's going to go down to the wire again for map 4.
Your Revity, I decided to dual tier for the season, so I'm trying to familiarize myself with everyone. Good. We like Becca 1-1-1-1-1-1-1. Exactly. That's how we're gonna do the game though. We're happy to see people watching both tiers, and that's hopefully what the Pick'em Fantasy League that we will be introducing in the next week will kind of help with. It's gonna be a fun thing for people to, or fun reason for people to watch both tiers, just kind of in general, and or to tune into the podcasts that Sebby and I are going to do that are going to kind of recap each week for both Tier 3 and Tier 2 on their separate weeks. So.
Yeah, hopefully we can see you guys there as well. Should be a lot of fun. And maybe it might give some insight as to who to pick for the Fantasy League as well.
That way, if you can't tune into the games, we're trying to give you a recap of them at least.
And map is Dorado, if I remember correctly.
It is. Yeah, you're already. We wanted to get it up and running. Unfortunately, just the sites that we initially looked at was a pay-to-use site, and we're not quite ready to start paying for things just yet. So eventually, we probably will kind of look into doing some stuff. But we figured Tier 3 had an off week and everybody got a quick glance at Tier 3, so we would do the same for Tier 2 just while we worked out any small kinks and got everything going. So then next week, it will be, everyone will have had a chance to kind of look at all the teams in both tiers and have a fair chance at that.
Thank God Wegsy's out. No more pauses.
You thought we had access to Mr. Weeb's checkbook. Weeb is a bot. We wish we had access to
Yeah,
his checkbook.
Weeb isn't real.
He could hack all the bank accounts in all the places. That would be great.
Some say he was sent from the future, from Skynet, to wipe out all of humanity. So if your name is Sarah Connor, just make sure you stay away from Weeb.
In before Weeb suddenly appears in stream chat and just bans everybody here. So Korean in chat is my assumption that good Sir Korean is not showing up for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so he should be in chat.
You now cannot show up for the rest of the night if you're
Yeah, no, he knows. I've let him know. So just need a ready from Pizza Planet. Tater's looking like they're going to keep the same comp, so I mean they've done a pretty solid job. I wouldn't have swapped either if I were them.
Your twin Eldrick is here in chat also.
You mean my triplet?
Mm-hmm.
Just need half to complete the triangle.
Really still want to see my dive from one of these teams.
What sort of dive are you looking for? Are you looking for a board Winston?
I'm honestly
Winston
looking
Diva?
for a sort of hybrid kind of dive. So something with like a sniper in it. I would like to see personally a Winston Diva just because I do prefer both of those characters. I don't know if anyone on either of these teams plays Ball. And Ball can be a little bit of a tougher character. It looks like right now from the side of Pizza Planet we're getting a Reinhardt, a Reaper, a Hog, an Ash, a Mercy, and a... What is Rue gonna give us? I'm gonna say an Ana.
I'm gonna say Bat. Ana. Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, definitely want an Ana, especially since you've got Jarl on the Ash and you're going to have the Mercy pocketing him for the most of it. Tater's running with the classic Rein Zarya. They do have the Pharah Echo combo, so quite interested to see how they play that with Maka on the Mercy and Kura on the BAP. So
I think we're going to be seeing Maka definitely sticking with the DPS there. Quick drop from Nerdy. I wonder if that's almost to try and bait people into Shinigami, sort of getting some more backline damage.
Oh, unfortunately Shinigami is taken out. Tater's there knew he was in the backline and they all focused him together. That's the power of focus firing, right?
Mm-hmm. But I definitely think between Polish and Zero here, we're going to see a lot of kind of very disruptive damage coming from different areas. They're going to both be able to take a lot of angles, especially with Maka able to balance, and fly between the both of them. Just up to Kerr to keep that heals on the ground going.
Yeah, it looks like she's doing a pretty good job right now. That being said, she's probably going to die because of Caster Curse in a second, but let's see how that goes. Jarl here doing a ton of work.
Mm-hmm. Maka with a really nice res onto Zero there, and they are able to take Shinigami, who switched from Reaper and is almost at 50% of that McCreel.
Jarl almost able to take out the Pharah, though he did take out the Mercy with his Dynamite. I thought for a second he did take out the Pharah, but...
Really happy to see that quick switch from Pizza Planet to kind of counter this double sort of in the air combo that we have going. Zero is in some desperate need of heals here.
Looks like Maka and Kuro done the job though. Now I'm wondering...
I think he got the health pack.
Ah, I see. Now I wonder if we're going to see a Nano coming out. There it is.
So it looks like Zero went on a sneaky flank there, but unfortunately got caught out. I'm not sure if maybe the bubble from Chipmunk was supposed to be for him, but bubble was necessary for the tank instead, so...
What I've noticed is Tater's do a really good job in kiting a Nano Drime. That's the second time we've seen Nano almost be wasted because of how they kite. Shinigami here trying to be sneaky.
Really good hook there from Psycho Mantis.
Unfortunately, he is caught
But
out by the Reinhardt.
was able to pull Zero out of using that barrage ult though, so just kind of is looking like the rest of the team needs to, rest of Taters really just needs to kind of follow up, and we have Kuro taking on Ruru 1v1 but backs out of it.
Now both Rhines do have their ult. Is anyone going to use their ult, or that being said, ooh, Psycho was able, or excuse me, not Psycho, Nado used it, but
Amazing ult there.
So many things going on right now.
I'm following Kuro, so amazing backfield from Kuro. She backed around the left towards my favorite little pepper station there and hid around the corner, while the rest of the team got hammered down through a perfect inward field on top of them to protect them from the high noon. So, while still keeping this BAP ult online. Want to see her use that soon because she has been holding it for a little bit here now. I know she's probably just waiting for a prime opportunity to either allow the team to DPS or allow herself to heal. But we do have Shinigami now on this Junkrat taking a high rotation and kind of looking for a bit of an angle on Taters. And Zero off the fire onto a Genji, who we know he's also an incredible Genji. As he goes down.
As you were saying?
As he goes down, Zero.
Yeah, good job by Taters here just to back up and wait for a full regroup. Now they were able to get a Strawberry to use their ult for this fight, so one less ult they need to worry about, fortunately. I wonder if we're going to see a Nano Tog for this next fight from Pizza Planet. Doesn't really have any stuns to worry about either, so realistically it's going to be quite a... should be quite a big ult for Psycho.
Would be interesting to see them nano the Hog because they've done a, you know, they've always been nanoing the Rhine instead of the Hog.
Unfortunately, the Nano couldn't make it to him.
Everyone on Taters focusing down that Junkrat. We got a little bit of a battle mercy there from Maka. Like to see it. Backing Pizza Planet off quite a bit here. But ults, a lot of ults coming online and for both teams. Both will have, you know, 4 online here. They can get them quick enough.
And again, have a look at Taters, just backing up completely and almost wasting the Nano from Ruru.
Yep. Causing the res to come out from Strawberry to bring Ruru up.
Interesting goal.
And Taters did not use one ult in that fight, whereas we've seen 2 now used on the side of Pizza Planet.
Yeah, if I were Shinigami, I would have liked to cube that ult maybe for the next fight. We already saw that Taters were backing up, trying to regroup.
There will be a very scary, I feel like almost junk copy or Ash copy. Even maybe we could even see an Ana copy to get, I was gonna say to get a nano in on Zero, which is what we're seeing. I think that's what we're gonna see. If Polish can get this off on time.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get the nano off. Would have been huge to see a nanoed Genji blade that was copied.
Definitely need to see Pizza Planet. Or not Pizza Planet, Taters. They're in their last moment. This is gonna be, we're gonna see a lot of triangles coming out. Oh, but unfortunate step off of point.
I think that's the second time tonight we've seen that now, right?
It is.
Now, Taters did take it a fair distance, though, fortunately for them. It is going to be tough to hold.
I do like the idea of what Taters had going there, though. We could see it coming, but that also meant that Pizza Planet could very likely see it coming. If I didn't see Polish use the copy onto an Ana, I definitely expected Maka to be valking into that to damage boost Zero with that fight. So maybe if the tanks initiated that fight to begin with the ults, that could have really kind of helped with the cleanup there, and they would have been able to take that point, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the plan there was to copy the Ana so that they could go for a Nano Blade.
Hmm. And then build up
Unfortunately,
the
yeah,
Mercy.
unfortunately they weren't able to build up the Nano in time, so sort of it's a grey area. And
Yeah,
then
but
things
that's
went
what I was
more so
saying.
in
Maybe
favor of
the
Pizza Planet.
tank could have helped a little bit more with that, but they did try with that grab. It just unfortunately was a little too late in that very specific moment. And we have a quick hello there from Zero on Junkrat, just in case you didn't know he was playing at Pizza Planet. So on the side of Pizza Planet, we are seeing Ryan Zarya, a Hanzo Ash, and then
Oh,
again still that Ana Mercy.
Shinigami wasn't expecting a Junkrat down there and was punished for it by Zero.
Yeah. Tater is still running this Ryan Zarya along with their own Ash in the Junkrat for good spam damage with the, I like to see the Mercy Bap because that's a good strong healer combo together.
Do have this double sniper comp here though, so I will quite like to see maybe them utilize that against Zero, who has to play sort of close up.
Good rotation here from Tater sort of backing up. They did give a good amount of point presence here to Pizza Planet to begin with, but took them to the choke here, which is smart of them because Zero will just excel in this choke.
A nice res there from Strawberry though, able to bring back Yarl. So the push isn't dead right now.
This DPS ult percentage here, Zero, pretty much already at a tire, will be able to do a lot of damage if he can get this tire off and it doesn't get taken out this time, as we saw on Blizzard World.
Zero being sneaky. Are we going to see a big tire coming here? We do see him able to take out Shinigami.
Big enough tire there.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, can't be rezzed at the moment. So Strawberry does get the res onto Ruru. Pizza Planet are down one right now.
I was gonna say, rest of Pizza Planet is taking like a decent amount of damage in regards to that res happening though.
Unfortunately, Bullet used his ult when he was incredibly low, so was taken out. And we do see Tater's using a few ults just to make sure that everything is okay. Now, I think it's time for a grab dragon from Pizza Planet. Do you?
I think we'll see it. But if we get that, as we saw, Kuro knows how to time those immorts. Might do a really good job, but it will be up to Jarl and Bob, I think, and or Psycho to really burn that immort down if they can. Not too early.
Fortunately, they did burn the immort in time. And that grab dragon combo did get 3, so this is going to pretty much take it all the way.
Kuro not able to get that ult off in enough time.
Ult?
Probably smart though. I feel like if Kuro had been able to back out of that fight a little bit, could have been able to stall using the bat field maybe, but also could have been wasted depending on how Pizza Planet kind of pushed in there.
I get you. I think it was definitely smart. Unfortunately, Kuro has to swap onto the Lucio now. I wonder if they got bad spawn. They did. So no, or no immort and no window for this fight.
Wow. Jarl and Shinigami doing a really good job of kind of focusing that top battle there. Took out 2 immediately.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see from Taters. Unfortunately, this is going to pretty much make it a one-fight territory. And Pizza Planet have, you know, just over 3 minutes coming into this. And the solo grab onto Jarl.
Little punch from Shinigami there onto Polish. They had each other down to 1, absolute 1.
I like the thought of using that tire to take out the Nano Drine, but unfortunately wasn't able to do enough damage to take him out, and Kura is able to stall here.
Kura and Zero doing a really good job here of trying to just kind of play around this payload, keep each other up. Maka now in this fight with the Mercy, but unfortunately none of them are able to stay on point.
And it looks like a 2-1-1, happened to Pizza Planet?
Incredible matchup between both teams, though, because like you said, on map one, it was looking very aggressively. Um, a good game for Pizza Planet, but honestly, watching Taters play right now, it's just all it took for them was one map to settle in, and since then, it has been a nail biter, in my opinion,
Yeah,
between both of those
definitely.
teams. Like, and those are some incredible numbers. Bullet, in a 10-minute match there, 11-minute match, clocking almost 25,000 damage is incredible.
I think after map one, it definitely was anyone's game there. Taters were definitely bringing that back as well. They maybe just had a,
Hmm.
they maybe used map one as a sort of warm up, almost.
So then that will bring us to MVPs. Just as a reminder to everybody, at least I'm doing this in our games. We have a new MVP system that was, proposed to us by the league, which we are very thankful for. So we still do one MVP per role. We allow each team to nominate two people on the enemy team, doesn't matter on the role, that they found to be the most either problematic, the hardest to take out, really good at blocking anything, or just really good at in regards to supports extending fights. So we will wait for the teams to nominate those players, but in the meantime, we will still talk about all the players that we had
Well,
tonight.
we've already got two nominations from Pizza Planet. So Psycho has said that Zero and Chipmunk are their two nominations. Let's start off with Zero. Just done a crazy amount of work on the DPS. What did he play? He played Pharaoh, Junkrat, and a little bit of Genji, right? So I think he
And some
mostly
Torb and Hanzo.
and Torben Hanzo. Yeah, he definitely did pop off. He was getting crazy headshots with the Hanzo, crazy damage with the Pharaoh, getting some crazy ults, and also with the Junkrat as well. Definitely a scary DPS for Taters, and I definitely wouldn't sleep on him if I were you.
Hmm. Talking about other DPSs, though, Polish did just as an incredible job. We saw Polish on a variety of characters, especially on Blizzard World. That Widow was really doing a lot of work, getting a lot of quick early snipes in. Especially it was forcing Strawberry to kind of have to use those reses very quickly, which um, backed them out of fights in ways and or allowed the rest of Taters to kind of engage upon that. We also had Aiden on the DPS too for Taters.
Yeah, I think they definitely done a really good job. Were able to flex and put in a lot of work. Polish doing a really good job on what was he playing? He was playing the Echo. I think he was
Hmm.
Widow at one point,
Hmm.
Ash, etc., etc.
Yep.
The list goes on, and he was definitely doing a lot of work. You could see his name in the kill feed, taking out quite a few people, winning quite a few sniper duels against Jarl as well, from what I remember. Aiden, I think we saw on
Jarl
map one playing the soldier, and was it the
to
May or the
May.
Reaper?
Yep, went to May, and did a really good job, which means I think Polish was on the Reaper on map one. So
Right.
seeing a big variety of characters on Taters, but on the side of Pizza Planet, we saw Jarl do a really good job on the variety of characters that he played. We saw him on Tracer map one. A lot of Ash tonight. Use those bobs really intelligently to kind of contest, point, and just even give them, give the team. We saw a point two for Blizzard World, gave the team, gave Wegsy, and I think it was Psycho opportunity to kind of, or maybe it was Nerdy, opportunity to come back into the fight though. And they were able to kind of stall at that point, but Taters did eventually take it, but they were able to stall that second point for a little bit there.
Yes. The second nomination was Chipmunk for Taters, so definitely played really well on the Zarya. I'm pretty sure is the only thing we saw him on tonight. Maybe he played a little bit Diva, or I know we definitely saw him on the Zarya, and I feel like we saw him on Sigma,
Mhm.
unless I'm losing my mind. But definitely played really well. Was getting ults like crazy, and was doing a good job in comboing with the rest of his team. And just keeping up that ult charge, or not ult charge, just normal charge, and just doing a ton of damage. So I
Speed.
definitely, yeah, definitely think he was doing a really good job there. Who else did we have?
We also had Korean on DPS for Pizza Planet. I'm going through the DPS first so we get
How
through
are
all of
you
our
doing
DPS.
this? I'm so confused. Okay, well, let's go with yeah. Korean was doing a good job as well. What did he play? He played a bit of Hanzo, right?
Hanzo and Tracer.
Hanzo and Tracer, yeah, we did. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to touch the last moment on Blizzard World, but yeah, his Hanzo was popping. Um, doing a lot against Zero's Hanzo as well, who was popping himself. So yes, who's the king of the Hanzo is the real question.
From there, who would you like to continue to talk about?
Let's talk about the second nomination, who was Chipmunk, and I've already gave what I need to say about him. Um, we did have bullet dodges on the Reinhardt for the most part. He was doing a good job in shielding a few shatters and being aggressive enough to sort of back up Pizza Planet and Nerdy, getting a few nice shatters himself. And who else was there? I think it was only those two, right?
From what I can see, yes. I don't have my
Yeah.
glasses on, so it's really tough for me right now.
Okay, so for the tanks on Pizza Planet, Nerdy definitely played incredibly aggressively, and it works with the rest of his team who are making space and getting picks. We saw from fight one, he just got his ult within the first fight, so he had it for the second
Hmm.
fight. I thought that was incredible. Obviously, was complemented by both Wegsy and Psycho Mantis playing the Zari and helping him out. Were able to block a few shatters with the bubble onto him. Psycho Mantis did swap onto the Roadhog at the end there, was doing a good job. Unfortunately taken out because he didn't get the nano in time, but yeah, getting some good hooks onto Zero. Wegsy doing a good job, as we saw with the that massive bomb. I didn't see him eat anything though, but
No, he missed those eats that were pretty necessary.
it is what it is though as a Diva player.
I do want a quick circle back to DPS. We did, from what I recall, see extra sass on the DPS, especially on Hanamura. Took out Zero, first push right out of spawn. Their Junkrat took out Zero's Junkrat. So we know we know Sass was doing a really good job, and I'm pretty sure they were with Joker on that map, who was playing a really good Ashe the majority of the night. And I think Joker was the first Reaper. Was Reaper on first map for Pizza Planet Deep Dish?
I believe so, yes. Because I think they were running the May Reaper as well.
Hmm. But what I would say is I do think just tonight in regards to tank line, I think Pizza Planet looked a little bit more coordinated than Taters did. I think Taters did an amazing job, and they were coordinated. But I think Pizza Planet really backed up Nerdy's aggression. And like I said earlier on Blizzard World and on a different map, Nerdy was looking for the shield of Bullet to go down and to be weak, and saw those cracks. And the minute Bullet shield was down, Nerdy was just using that ultimate very properly and was able to get, a 3 or 4 man hammer down there.
Right. So moving on to the supports, we did have a nomination for Ruru actually, who we saw on the Moira and Ana.
Anna.
Yeah,
Hmm.
was getting crazy quick coalescences. Even though we did point it out on Hanamura, by the time they got into the next fight, they had a coalescence again. They were getting like a lot of nanos. Unfortunately, Tater bots were able to sort of kite the Ryan when he was nanoed, but just giving the nanos to get some aggression into your Reinhardt, put him back at full health, and just get a lot of ult charge for your Ryan to get his shatter pretty quickly. And that's why we saw Nerdy get a lot of quick shatters himself compared to, you know, Taters there.
Yeah, but as we talked about, Taters did a really good job of kind of kiting those Reinolds, or even when the nano was happening. So, and that was helpful on the Tater side, having Kuro and Maka in. Kuro playing the combination of sometimes the Moira and the Bap and or the Lucio. The Bap and the Lucio really helping with kind of backing out of those
Right.
fights and
Yeah.
keeping everybody protected.
Now, who else is there? Maka and
We
Kuro.
saw Strawberry on support
Strawberry.
too for Pizza
I
Planet.
believe they were playing the Mercy and the Brig. I didn't see too much from the
Hmm.
Brig. I might have just been following
Blizzard
someone
World
else.
Brig.
Uh,
Blizzard World Brig was really strong.
Definitely doing a good job with the reses as well. Both Mercies that we saw from both teams were doing a really good job in getting the reses out and, not going for any sort of silly brave reses that sort of costed them their life, and doing a good job in damage boosting as well. Definitely
We saw
Strawberry and
Wegsy.
Yarrow are a really good combo for like the Ash
We saw
Mercy.
Wegsy on support too. We saw a little bit of support on a couple of different maps. Most notably Hanamura when he disconnected 3 times or 2 times.
Yeah,
So,
we did see him on the Lucio there, and then swap over to the Mercy as well, getting some
Mercy.
good reses. Like, I don't think we're ever going to see these two teams go for some crazy, stupid reses that doesn't work out in their favor, which
Right.
is a delight to see.
But that will bring us then to, I think we've discussed most people. If we miss discussing you, we apologize. It's kind of hard when everybody leaves the lobby to recall everybody. But that will bring us to summing up MVPs and picking MVPs.
Right. So the nominations were Zero, Chipmunk, Ruru, and Yarl.
Okay.
So
Who do you want to start with? Tank, DPS, or support?
I think let's start with Tank. I think it would have to be, for me, it would have to be between Nerdy and Chipmunk. I think both were playing fantastically and really helping their
Mhm.
teams out. Nerdy with that aggression and Chipmunk just helping out Bullet. Um, it's a tough one between me, but I think I want to go more so in favor of Chipmunk. I think he was doing just a fantastic all-round job in complementing his Reinhardt and the rest of his team and getting goals pretty quickly. So my vote would have to be Chipmunk for Tank.
See, I want to go with nerdy.
Ooh,
I want to be the opposite of you. I think in regards to what we saw from a main tank, which was pretty necessary, nerdy used that Ana ult very aggressively. And yes, Taters kited it back, but we never really saw nerdy go down either too often from that. We saw nerdy really building ults quickly, using those hammer downs very intelligently, especially comboing them with his DPSs. I just think Nerdy's aggression really helped the rest of Pizza Planet push in just as aggressively and allowed them to get a lot of picks that were necessary for them to get this win tonight.
I get what you're saying, but we are unfortunately at an impasse. Chat, who do you
Let's
guys want to pick out of
let's
Chipmunk or Nerdy?
let's move on to support while chat gives some opinions. Support, I'm gonna die on that hard hill of Ruru.
Yeah, I think Ruru was on another level today compared to the rest of the sports. Even though they were doing a fantastic job, I think Ruru definitely outshined them with the flexibility and just getting ults crazy quick and allowing the rest of the team to sort of pop off and be aggressive since Ruru was there with the heals.
And then in regards to okay, support we decided. In regards to DPS, I think we both understand that we're probably down to Jarl versus Zero. Um, thank you, Java. I think Zero really had a big impact tonight in regards to the Tater play. We saw it on Hanamura with a lot of those ults. We saw a lot of dragons. We saw some Hanzo picks. I I think Jarl did a really good job of stalling out point, so I could go either way on them, but I am personally leaning more towards Zero.
Yeah, between the two, I think they were both doing a really good job in getting the picks and just getting ult charge really quickly and getting out those ults. Yarrow doing a really good job on the snipers and on the tracer on map 1, and Zero just
Mm-hmm.
doing a really good job with the spammy heroes and building up ults and comboing them really well. I think I'm going to have to agree with you though and say that Zero just sort of edged out Yarrow in getting the MVP for this week.
So that just leaves it up to chat. Do we go with Nerdy or do we go with Chipmunk?
No one said anything. Do you want to flip a coin? Shall we flip a coin?
Flip a coin and go with Psycho Mantis? Let's
I mean,
go.
in all honesty, because Chipmunk was nominated, it would be really difficult not to give it to him as well if it was out of the two. So
Wow, you're strong arming me.
absolutely,
Um, I don't disagree with you. I still like I was just with Nerdy's play for the night.
I don't disagree. I think Nadi did do a really good job. I also think Chip done a really good job as well. But
But You are the caster for the night,
I
so
am.
I defer.
And we're gonna have it as Chipmunk for the tank. We said 0, right?
Correct.
And support was, I can't remember off the top of my head now. Who did we
Ruru.
say? Ruru. If I can find them. There we go. So I think that's that then, guys. Thank you all for watching. We do have... When is our next game? Let me just have a look real quick. If I can find it.
We have an upcoming game
On
on
Saturday.
Saturday, Rogue Knights versus Cosmic Dawn at 8 p.m. CST. Following that will be Walkaway versus Valkyries on Sunday at 7 p.m. CST.
Thank you, thank you. I was spending ages looking for that. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys there. Thank you all for watching, and this has been Sebi and Jibber.